Nurses on the front lines are opening up about fighting the coronavirus, from getting their first COVID patients to saving their masks. Swedish ICU released a video tour from inside the ICU, and Cairo 7's Allison Grandi has the brave stories from the nurses.
We got a look inside the ICU at Swedish ICU treating COVID patients. We hear from the nurses about the patients who survived, those who didn't, and how they're getting through it together.
It was very scary. We were all very nervous about what we were going to, what we were going to be dealing with, especially when we got our first patient.
Tasha Hensdell is a charge nurse inside the ICU at Swedish ICU treating COVID patients.
No one really knew what was going on with this virus, how it was spreading, what it did to people.
She showed us the negative pressure rooms.
A little loud in here, but this is a typical ICU patient room for when we have a COVID patient.
The air is treated and pumped out of the room. Blue markings on the floor remind them to put on and take off their protective gear. Items for COVID patients are stored in carts outside the rooms so they don't get contaminated.
And we've really worked to really streamline what we've put in here to minimize waste. So you don't see boxes and boxes of N95s because we don't want to waste anything.
Knowing nurses can stay safe brings peace of mind.
This is our PPE preservation, so everybody has their name and the date.
While they haven't run out of PPEs yet, they're prepared, so they save their masks.
When they leave their shift, they always save it because we never know when you come back if there's going to be a mask available.
Swedish campuses have treated more than 100 coronavirus patients. When they survive,
it was one of the wins where you go home at the end of the day and it's like, your team won, it was the Super Bowl and everybody's having a party. It was just the most rewarding feeling.
They keep close contact with families, letting them use FaceTime to communicate with patients and sometimes to even say goodbye.
No matter what happens, we are always there. If the family is, unable to be here or be reached, that patient will not leave this world alone.
Doctors and nurses at local hospital ICUs created a text chain so they could all communicate with each other about what they were seeing, what's working, so they could save lives, helping each other. Allison Grandi, Cairo 7 News.